So, welcome to the Apple Executive Briefing Centre here in the UK.
We're facing something of a technological tidal wave in media productions at the moment, and the buzzword within the workflow, geek speak for the beginning of productions to seeing it to the end, appears to be
Partners.
I just wanted to quickly run through with you some of those partners, because in the whole broadcast loop today, the workflow we're going to take you through, a lot of them play.
What this means is Apple, a bit like a quarterback or midfield player, is running the production play, ensuring it becomes indispensable to your broadcasting needs. For some, this couldn't have come a moment too soon.
It's an extremely interesting example of two things which I've been waiting for. One is for Apple to wake up in terms of the broadcasting industry and really start becoming active, and I've been trying to persuade them for years to do this, and it seems to be working. And the other is interesting to see Sony here, because Sony, of course, have been a monolithic company for a very long time, and this is a good example of how companies in this industry are now beginning to realise that they have to work together to produce good solutions for their customers. The real challenge, it seems to me, is getting broadcasters to understand what the technology is capable of doing for them.
This isn't merely just a beauty contest. This is really about Apple flexing its muscle, telling us what solutions it has for us in broadcasting, and perhaps say if you work on the net. This is really about new partners it has. Those include Popwire, a company offering a one-stop solution in coding and compressing content to multiple outlets, Norcom, which includes some nifty devices added to Final Cut Pro that news managers will find difficult to avoid.
I know that the read speed of the presenter is X number of words a minute, and from that I can deduce exactly at what time, how many words, and how fast he's going to read them, at what time he's going to say attractions, more or less. And then I can have my playhead on the timeline. So my playhead maps back to the story editor the whole time.
And Sony, confident about its disc-based camera, which led me to ask whether there'd ever be a prosumer model.
Prosumer market, as you might call it, or perhaps the entry-level market. Really, the issue tends to be affordability. So really, I think HDV offers a very affordable entry-level production format for that type of market. So you have either the camcorder or the small handheld camcorder available for that market. You will get the compromise you have to make for that sub €5K price point. You don't get an interchangeable lens, but you still get excellent picture quality at that price point. I think XD Cam HD really sits in a very different market space than perhaps the entry-level prosumer type device.
And this is the XD Cam, the one with the disc. But this is absolutely brilliant. And look at the lens on this. This must cost more than my car, twice over. It's very nice. And obviously you have the monitor. Presets are here. Central balance is quite good. Then there's the multiple window application in Final Cut Pro, in which you play and edit in real time, simulating the work of a studio gallery director.
There's a lot of activity around the integration of Final Cut and all the infrastructure that goes around it. So it's a very open platform for post-production.
In this briefing, Apple even hinted at some of the new developments in the pipeline, but I think they were working under Chatham House rules. The big content is king tussle at the moment in moving pictures between film, broadcasters, and Apple has some pretty big broadcast hitters on its side, and net video producers. But in a world to be dominated by faster broadband connections, Adrian Scott says don't write TV off just yet.
Television is now, rather than delivering news to the people, is delivering people to the news. It's making a huge mass worldwide audience a witness of world events by simply transporting them to those events. Live television is almost turned on its face, and that's something which only television can do, that the internet will never deliver. The sort of instant, live, participatory, all sharing in the same event together sort of things that television can do. Just the technology is not there. What the internet can do, of course, is personalise everything. And the industry of the future is going to combine the two. And broadcasters are going to have to learn how to do both at the same time.